Hey everyone, welcome back to Web3 Simplified, the podcast. I'm so excited that you're here. This is episode number 12, and this is all about what does the sales process look like? And this is, of course, current state, but what does the sales process look like for NFT drops? Now, NFT drops are happening in many different ways, but they all are following a pretty similar path. And I don't know if there is another path that they could take one day, but this is what they're following. And I've kind of broken it down into a really simple format, a really simple step-by-step process for the purposes of this episode and for the purposes of us understanding, hey, maybe we want to create our own NFT collection one day to form a community. Now, if you want to go back to a previous episode and understand, well, why are people buying NFTs? That's what episode 6 is all about, is what is an NFT and why are people buying them? And the shortened version is people are buying them right now because they are acting like a ticket to an event, or they are acting like a key to access a private membership into a community. They're also buying them for the artwork. They're also buying them for the connection to the artist 100%. But a lot of them are being used because they unlock something. They unlock access to an online course, or they unlock something. I've even been dreaming about, hey, Web3 Simplified, how can I leverage the power of NFTs in order to bring together a group of people that want to achieve something together? And so if you're listening to this and you're a brand new listener, I'm so glad that you're here. If you are watching this, I'm testing out what does it look like to not stream this, but to put a podcast episode with me on camera, which I'm not shy to the camera. It's just early mornings usually here. And so thank you for joining. If you're a repeat listener, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're a repeat listener, this is primarily what I'm talking about, right? If you come back and you're listening and you're learning again, if you go back to the website multiple times, if you go back to the course multiple times, and then now I've just launched and it is live on the website. You can grab the link to join the Discord community for Web3 Simplified. And I want to bring together people that are just trying to learn and that are asking questions, that are being curious, they are exploring Web3 together. And it's a place where that not only just people can learn, but also where people can help other people learn. So if you're someone who wants to help other people learn this as well, you can send them to the Discord, or you can join in the Discord yourself and help ask and answer questions. And I'm dreaming about, well, what would an NFT collection look like at Web3 Simplified, so that, hey, it unlocks something more for someone else, and it gives you a better experience. It gives you even more benefits for owning the NFT. I have created a couple of NFTs myself from some of the hand-drawn sketches, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, for the NFT sales process. So, and I'll show you one of the ones that I've created. But and by the way, I have not figured that out yet. I'm kind of in the dreaming phase of what would an NFT drop look like, what would the artwork look like, what would the utility, the benefits of owning an NFT look like. And so let's go back to the sales process. Here's the sales process broken down for you, for us as learners, as explorers, as people who want things in a simplified format. So a non-fungible token has to be minted, has to be created on the blockchain. But before you do that, here's what the NFT sales process looks like. So pre-sales, before you have anything for sale, you first have to build, right? In Web3, there's kind of like this BIDL, where it's like BUIDL, where it's build, but it's kind of misspelled. And so that's kind of a way of saying, hey, in Web3, I'm building, I'm in the building process, I'm dreaming, I'm working on it. And so there has to be a building phase. There has to be, then once you're building and you're working on the smart contract, or you're working on the utility, the benefits, you're working on the website or the Discord, then there has to be a testing phase. So this is all before you even start to sell anything. So there's a building phase, there's a testing phase, and I would even argue that before the building phase, because I'm kind of there right now, there's a dreaming phase, but maybe those two work together. So there's building, there's testing, and then there's a moment in time. There is a date on the calendar. There is a time on the clock where you say, hey, I'm going to start selling these NFTs. And that is the launch moment. That is the moment in time where you push a button, or there is a scheduled drop that happens. So it could be 4 p.m. on August 31st, or it could be 7 p.m. on September 2nd, or it could be midnight on December 31st, and like a New Year's Eve NFT drop, right? So there's building, there's testing, and then there is the launch moment. So there is a moment in time when you launch your NFTs for sale. And then what happens is then the sales process kind of goes through, typically for most NFT projects, it goes through a 3-step process. And I'm even going to, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to share this. If you're listening to this, you can go to web3simplified.xyz, and there is an icon on the homepage of the website that says images, and you can scroll down and you can see this image. So what happens in most NFT drops, and in a future episode, I'm going to cover like the different types of NFT drops. I've been collecting and processing and thinking about the different ways that people are selling their NFTs. But this image that I've created that I'm sharing on the screen, and you can scroll down. So if you're listening to this, imagine a horizontal line, almost like a bar graph that's going horizontally. And on the left side, there is a hard line, and it's where it starts, and it says launch. And then that bar is broken up into 3 kind of sections, and there's several words that are mirroring it. So the very first section is probably about a quarter of the bar, maybe a fifth of the bar, and it says whitelist, or it would also be known as an allow list. And so I mentioned before you launch your NFT process, there's the building, testing, and launch phase. Well, there's also a phase somewhere in the building or the testing where most NFT projects are collecting what's called, you're collecting wallet addresses that you're adding to a list, which is the allow list, or it's called the whitelist. And so when you launch, a lot of times you are launching, and if you are allowing someone to mint, which means they're connecting their wallet to your smart contract, and through that interaction, it's creating the actual NFT itself. So if you're in the minting phase of your process, a lot of times most NFT projects will allow certain people, it's not open to the general public. Not everybody can just come to your website, click the connect button, click the mint button, and do it. There is a certain number of people, and there are certain addresses that have been collected that are allowed to mint first. Right? So it's like the VIPs that are there. And so they are you add them to what's called an allow list or a whitelist. So you're in the minting phase. So there's really even 2 phases, but there's an allow list mint, or also known as a whitelist mint. So that's phase 1. And then phase 2 of the sales process, then if you don't sell out your NFT collection, then you go into the public sale. So if you're listening to this, imagine the bar, and again, you can go to the website, web3simplified.xyz, and imagine, so there's this bar, and the first phase is the whitelist mint, or also known as the allow list mint, and then there's the public sale. So if you don't sell out your NFT collection during the allow list or during the whitelist mint, then you're going to open it up to the general public. Then anybody who comes to your website can click connect and can mint your NFT, and it gets created and it gets minted on the blockchain. Well, then that would be the minting in public sale phase. So that's phase 2. And then phase 3 is once all of your NFTs have been minted on the blockchain, created on the blockchain, then it goes into the aftermarket phase of the NFT sales process. And the aftermarket is when your NFT is already created, and someone owns it. It's not you. It's not in your wallet. The aftermarket phase is when you would go to a marketplace, and some of the more popular ones are OpenSea, LooksRare, or Rarible, and you would go to it. It's a lot like an eBay or a Facebook marketplace, but a little bit simpler and cleaner. But it's a lot like going to an eBay and buying something. So imagine if someone were to order a backpack straight from the factory, and they have a backpack business. So they're ordering 100 backpacks straight from the factory, and they have 50 of their friends, and it's such a hot ticket item that they have 50 of their friends that are so excited about it that they join the allow list. They are VIPs. They get to buy it before anyone else. So that would be like in the minting phase, and the factory is creating this backpack, and then the factory is shipping it straight to the person. That would be a lot like the minting phase, right? So then what if they don't sell out all 100 because only 50 people have bought it so far? Then those 50 people tell their friends about it, or other people find out about it, and then other people buy it, and the factory sends it straight to them. And then you have 100 of these backpacks floating around in circulation. Well, if any one of those individual people that own one of the 100 backpacks go to eBay, and then they sell the backpack to someone else, either for higher or lower, it doesn't matter. They're just selling it. They get to choose what the price is. Well, if they're selling it on eBay, then that is called the aftermarket, right? And it's exactly the same for NFTs, for non-fungible tokens. They're either going to OpenSea or to LooksRare or to Rarible, or maybe to Magic Eden, which I personally have a little bit less experience on. But these are some of the aftermarket. These are websites. These are basically exchanges that help navigate the exchange. So you as a buyer go to eBay to buy the backpack. I own the backpack. eBay is the one that's facilitating the exchange, that says, hey, if you pay this person money, we guarantee that they're going to ship you the thing, right? And if not, then we'll get you your money back. Well, it's a little bit different in NFT world, where if you go to OpenSea, and OpenSea has someone listed an NFT for sale, they are guaranteeing that they will ship it to you, but it's eBay is not going to come to my house and make me put it in the mail, right? They're basically giving you a money back guarantee. OpenSea and LooksRare and these places don't have to really do that because of what's called a smart contract. So in the smart contract phase, what's interesting about in the smart contract phase is if you connect your wallet and I connect my wallet, so I have the backpack NFT, we'll just say, and you have the money to pay for it. If we both connect to it, the smart contract automatically executes it, and it takes away the uncertainty. Because we've signed a contract, it takes the NFT from my wallet, the backpack NFT, and it sends it to you, and it takes the money from you, and it sends it to me. And so it kind of takes out the uncertainty, which is really kind of nice, and one of the good things about Web3. So those are the sales processes for NFTs. So again, there's a building phase and there's a testing phase, and during those you're collecting allow list or whitelist spots for your NFT project. And then you launch. There's a moment in time, there's a date and time on the calendar when you launch and you say we are going live for sale. Then there is the pre-sale, kind of the minting, and there's pre-sale, which is pre-sale is under the allow list, whitelist. So you're selling it to the VIPs, and you're in the minting phase, but under pre-sale with the whitelist and allow list. Then you're in the minting phase, which is public sale. And then you are in the aftermarket phase, which is when you don't have any more for sale to the general public or to any more allow list, whitelist. And they are owned by individuals, and then those individuals get to choose where and how much and when they want to sell them, which is the aftermarket phase. So, hey, if this was helpful for you, then thank you so much for tuning in, for watching, and for listening to this episode of Web3 Simplified. If you want to learn how exactly do you buy, how in the world do I buy an NFT, I have broken down for that for you in a previous episode. It's episode 10. I don't have a video version of that episode on YouTube, but I might do like an audio where you can listen to it. But I do have an amazing course called NFTs Simplified. I've got incredible feedback from it. Some people have given me some amazing quotes. So NFT Simplified is an online course. It's a it's at least a I believe it's a 6-video series, and it's only $19. You can go to web3simplified.xyz. There's a big yellow button that says buy the NFTs course. I'm kind of playing with the language of that, but you can find it at the website. And it's, again, only $19. It teaches you how to get cryptocurrency, how to create a wallet, and then how to put that cryptocurrency in your wallet, how to connect that wallet to a smart contract, and how to buy your first NFT. And it's all available for you, again, at web3simplified.xyz. And again, so fun that we have now launched the Web3 Simplified Discord community. So I'm going to go into what Discord is in a future episode, but Discord essentially is a social media tool where we can create and have conversations. So it's more of a text-based. It's if you've ever used Slack for work, it's a lot like Slack, but I think it was originally created for gamers. More coming in a future episode. So thank you so much again, everyone, for listening to this. Hey, if you also want any of these links to anything that I'm adding the show notes. I'm even adding the transcription of these podcasts. It's taking me a little while to upload them, but you can go to web3simplified.xyz/show notes, and you'll find show notes for all the podcasts where you can click on links, find links to certain things. I'll even link direct to the images page there so that you can find it there. So thanks, everyone. Be sure to join the Discord. You can do that at web3simplified.xyz or in a link to the description of this episode. Thanks so much, everyone. Please be sure to give it a like, a thumbs up on YouTube, subscribe, all the things. I'd be so honored to get a review, a comment, any of the above. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you in Discord, or you can hear me in a future episode. See ya.